what is the purpose of life in the world? And what Plato says is the purpose of life in this world is to return to the monad. Okay? And guess what, guys? This is actually the framework for a lot of religions, including Hinduism, right? And Buddhism. This is what the Hindus and the Buddhists believe as well. Nirvana is to return to the monad. That's the idea. So what Plato says is that through the pursuit of knowledge, philosophy, the love of knowledge, you can return to monad. Dante has another solution. What Dante says is that the monad is love. And the monad, because he creates things, his divine spark emanates throughout the universe. So there is a divine spark in us, and this divine spark is called love. So we are able to love people. Mothers love children. You love each other because of this divine spark in you. And the more you love, the more you return to the monad. Okay, so Plato says, pursue knowledge. Dante says, pursue love. So now the question is, okay, this sounds all very good, but why does evil happen in the world? Okay, what's the source of evil, right? That's interesting. Okay, you have this theory of the universe, but then the question then is, why do people do bad things then? Why is there sacrifice in the world? Why are people doing all these bad things and not only getting away with it, but they're also controlling the world? That's a big question, right? So for Plato, the answer is very simple. This world doesn't matter. Who cares if they control this world? It's a fake shadow world. Ignore them. Just focus on the pursuit of knowledge because that allows you to be one with the monad, okay? Who cares about this world? Give them what they want. Give them their power, their fame, their money. Who cares? Dante's answer is actually very interesting, okay? That's Plato's answer. It doesn't matter. This world doesn't matter. Who cares what happens in this world? It's a prison anyway. Dante actually propose something different. He says this: if the monad is love, love is trust. So the monad loves us, and as a result, the monad gives us free will. Now, free will can lead to bad things, for example, this world, but he has no choice in the matter. Because for him to interfere means to take away our free will. And free will is his greatest gift to us. Okay? But now and then, what he will do is he will send messengers to our world to remind us that there is a divine spark in us. And we can activate it and achieve a greater consciousness. And these messengers are Plato, Dante, right? Jesus, right? Does that make sense? So now and then the monad will send through the Geist, okay? The monad will implant ideas in these people who will then tell us the truth. But it's our choice whether or not to believe it because the monad has given us free will. All right, so for Plato, what's important is the pursuit of knowledge. For Dante, what matters is the pursuit of love, to love each other unconditionally, and that's what they tell us. What the system also tells us is that the powerful want to deny this system, right? Because if they control Earth, the fake world, they want to make it as real as possible. Does that make sense? That's the source of their power. The belief that the only thing that matters is the material world, the prison that we live in. And that's why we have science. Science is negation of the spiritual world and the validation of the material world. If you cannot see it, it must be fake. Okay? So that's how power works. Now, transgression works in this model because transgression allows the powerful to align to a certain part of this universe. Okay? Because in this universe, there are evil forces as well. Does that make sense? So for example, the metaphor is, think of the internet, right? Well, there are millions and millions of websites. And through transgression, by doing the same evil act, what the powerful have done is they've locked onto the same website, right? And because they've locked on the same website, it allows for synchronicity. It allows for them to think alike and to behave the same way. So in this system, what is evil is the denial of the system, okay? So because the monad is the truth, it's love, right? So the closer you move to the monad, that's what's good. The further you move away from the monad, that's what's evil, right? So at the very end of this model is Earth. So the more you embrace the material world, the more you deny the spiritual world, that's what's evil in this model. Okay. So for Plato, what's good is the pursuit of knowledge. And what's evil is the pursuit, the denial of knowledge, which includes, by the way, art, right? Movies, because movies are just a shadow of the shadow world. If the world we live in is fake, and movies, all they do is depict this fake world, then it makes things worse. And Dante, whatever allows for more love is good. What allows for less love is bad. So what Dante is saying about our current society is that our society is first and foremost anti-love. It does not allow for people to love each other. So for example, school, right? So without school, your parents would just care about your happiness. But because of school, parents care about your grades and whether or not you get into a elite American college and whether or not you get a good job. And so the parents deny your free will. They deny your agency. And as a result, you don't feel loved, okay? So that's what Dante would argue. Our society is anti-love because the society is constructed in a way that does not allow for normal human relationships to flourish, right? In a normal relationship, your parents would just let you do whatever you want, I would think, you know? But because they're like, no. If I let you do whatever you want, you will not do well in school, and you won't be able to get a job, and then you become, I don't know, unemployed and a drug addict. Who knows, okay? Right? That's how they think. Does that make sense? So that's the general theory. And again, this is all speculation. I'm not telling you this is true, but I'm giving you a framework to work with to better understand why things happen. We're just speculating. We're using our imagination here, right? I know this is a lot, but Kant, Plato, Hegel, Dante, we will go much more deeper into over the semester. I just introduced these ideas now. Okay.